Being
Yeah.
being artist yourself, do you see like what might be the reason, for example, for bands that were very active and successful back in these periods that we were referencing, in their production now losing its soul and sounding more generic and not having this authenticity to it? Do you see what might be a reason from their personal point of view as musicians to lead to that result?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of things, and like I think sometimes you just as a person you start to like a different type of music, and
Yeah.
then you just want to make that. I've known a lot of people that it's just because they want to.
Hmm.
But I think too, sometimes it could be just like the labels like, oh, you should make this type of album because it's
Yeah.
doing well, and sometimes people just follow what might do well.
Yeah.
So kind of going back to what we talked about before. So
Yeah.
yeah, I think that there's a lot of factors, but yeah, I definitely have known people who just they used to make that emo stuff and now they just want to write like rock or like
Yeah.
EDM or something like that, which you just got to follow what you want to do, I guess.
Yeah, true, true. It's yeah, do you like, you've mentioned that you're not listening to that much music, but is there like at least an artist, maybe like a current one that you've really connected with, or that you really like at the moment?
I should be able to have an answer, but I mean, I still listen to Post Malone a lot because I
Yeah.
feel like he's the one guy that through all of his success, like he still just puts like you can just hear it in his voice. Like
Yes.
I love his songs, I throw those
Yeah.
on a lot. Um, Not a lot though, man, to be fully honest. I
Yeah.
throw on a lot of lo-fi when I'm working or whatever, but
Yeah. Yeah.
I haven't really,
It
yeah.
makes all the sense because and I've been discussing this with a lot of people as well, because I'm finding myself not listening to music as intense as before. Sometimes like I literally spent weeks without listening to anything. At some point, I even found out that especially in the past when I've been bombarding myself with very emotionally intense music, and how this affects you subconsciously and affects your mood and
Yeah.
everything. And
Yeah.
I found out that distancing myself from this sort of intensity really helped me. So
Definitely, man. That's another thing. Yeah. I agree
yeah.
with that. Yeah. And same with movies, horror movies and
Hmm.
stuff. I don't watch that many anymore because yeah, you get some time away and you're like, oh, that I feel a little happier now,
Yeah.
But it's all just like influencing your subconscious. So,
Yeah.
but a lot of times before when I would write, like I'm gonna write an album, I would listen to music that I wanted the album to kind of sound like a little bit,
Yeah. Yeah.
which is kind of, yeah, subconsciously you take that in, but that's
Yeah.
definitely part of it for me too.